That was weird. Hello and welcome to episode 26 of Knits'n'Giggles. I'm Brandie. That's Debbie. She's trying to drink. We're back after, I want to say 6 weeks off.
A long time.
We've had a couple of big breaks, but we're back. I'm so glad we're back. I can't wait to talk about all the knitting that we've done in the last little bit. And that's what we do. We're a knitting podcast. We talk about life and knitting
and reading
and anything else that kind of pops up while we're chatting.
It's almost Christmas.
It is almost Christmas. Yes, it's December 21st. I thought about getting you some Christmas trivia, but then I forgot, and now it's too late. We did Christmas trivia last year. It was kind of funny.
Totally forgot about this.
Totally forgot about it. Yeah. What's the largest grossing Christmas movie of all time?
I have no idea. A Christmas Carol?
No, actually.
Elf?
No.
I don't know.
Older than Elf.
Like,
think of
Santa Claus?
No, but you're kind of closer. But I think it's older than that too. It is definitely older than Santa Claus. Do you want one more guess?
Scrooged. No. I don't know.
Home Alone.
Oh, of course.
Mm-hmm.
I watch that multiple times a year.
Yeah, I just asked my Jeff. I just asked Jeff that the other day. I was sending him trivia questions. My husband works away, and so sometimes I'll like go on Pinterest and find trivia, and then send him trivia questions because it keeps the conversation going.
Something to talk about.
Yeah, it's something to talk about, and it usually like sparks conversations too about like different things, especially when I do like animal trivia. Animals are weird. Like there are so many really weird animals out there, and like fish and stuff. Like, yeah,
true.
Yeah.
Chris told me some trivia thing yesterday about Mariah Carey, because you know her one and only Christmas song that's popular. She generally makes about $1 million a year on royalties of her music. Like $1.5 million or something. But in the month of December, it doubles because of that one song.
Really? And which one is that? Like I'll Be Home for Christmas or something?
The
Santa Baby?
No, it's not Santa Baby.
I don't even know. I know that there
All
is
I Want
one
for Christmas Is You.
Oh, okay, yeah. I wonder if Madonna makes more money because isn't she the one that sings Santa Baby?
No, it's not someone else.
I don't know. I don't know.
I have to Google it.
I don't know. Yeah.
Here's some good trivia we don't know any answers to.
Yeah. It's up to you to figure out.
You tell us later.
That's the other thing with Pinterest. You have to, when I'm searching for lists, I always have to say trivia with answers because sometimes trivia questions will pop up and they don't have the answers. Dude, I don't have time to Google. I need it there.
Clearly, I don't have time to do that. We barely have time to podcast.
We barely have time to podcast.
Yes. You're wearing a crocheted sweater today.
I am. I'm wearing my Blurred Lines by, I wrote it down. I made this a really long time ago. Deanne Ramsay. So it has thumb holes, but
cute.
Yeah, but this is like one of my first-ish sweaters made in crochet. And when I first started crocheting garments, I didn't realize how of a loose crocheter I was. So now that I'm knitting, like I understand my gauge a lot better. But when I first started crocheting garments, I did not understand gauge at all, And so yeah, it's too long. The thumb hole is in a weird spot. Like it feels weird on my thumb, it pulls. But then this is too long. So like the thumb hole should be up here, but it should also be shorter, I think, or something. I don't know. It's all weird. That. And like you can see how like huge that is. So I very rarely wear it like that, which I wish I could because I do love this sweater. But the yarn is from Robin Rosehill. The variegated is for sure, and then the solid blue was from somebody else. And I bought it at Prairie Fire Fest actually in like 2018 maybe.
Was it for this project or? No,
I think so. Yes. Like my memory is saying yes. And then what happened was you can see that there's like pooling right here. So it was supposed to be the variegated, like her design has like the variegated between here and here. And you do put these solid in, I think, somewhere, but it's not every other row or anything like that. It's like not a fade, but it's definitely a pattern thing. But you're supposed to do the variegated in like a big chunk, which I did, but I didn't like how it was pooling, but I didn't want to rip it back. So I stopped and I started striping it down here so you can see the like,
right.
Which I loved much better. Like I didn't like the pooling. But now, years later after making the sweater, I actually really like how it is. Mm-hmm. And when I made it to, like that, again, with the sizing, so I had started making it in a different size, and it was like the yoke. And when I tried it on, I was like, this is going to be too big, but I didn't want to rip it back, which is, like, now I totally would have. But back then I just had such a different mentality about putting that work in. And so I actually went down a size in the pattern at some point in the yoke and just like started like doing, I don't even know. So it fits fine. Like it is a little bit baggy, but it's funny because when I wore it, I don't wear it very often, but I wore it once to a knit night, and somebody at knit night was like, oh yeah, you can clearly tell that you didn't make the right size. It doesn't fit you properly. And it got in my head, and I was like, I don't think I should wear this sweater anymore. So I folded it up and like put it away. But every time I wear it, I actually get compliments. Obviously not from that one person at knit night, but from everybody else. Like they're like, oh, it's so stunning. I love the colors and whatever. So I'm gonna get over that.
It's fine.
It does. And okay, so this is another thing. I think we've talked about this before, but I'm so critical on the things that I make and the way they fit, and yet I'll buy a sweater that I'll pay $90 for from the store, or I'll buy a sweater that is probably worth $90, but I'll buy it from the thrift store because I thrift a lot more than I buy actual brand new clothes. And I'll like the color or the design or whatever, and I'll put it on, and it won't fit me perfectly because it wasn't made for my body. It'll be a little bit big here, or it'll have long sleeves like I just showed you, and I will wear it and not say a damn word about it. But I make something and it's like, yeah. And I'm just like, oh man, I should have done, like, who cares? Not to mention that our bodies fluctuate so much. Like,
the miracle is that it got finished. So,
yes, it did.
It would be in my case.
Yes, you're right.
So.
Yeah. And I mean, it's fingering weight. Like, it would, for crochet, it was a big endeavor, but yeah.
That would be a lot of yarn.
So that's the other thing. This is one of the reasons I switched to knitting sweaters. I think I used 8 skeins, 6 or 8
crap.
skeins. And it was yeah, like I think I bought 4 of each yarn, and I have 1 left of the variegated, and
that's
like a little
expensive.
bit of. So let's say 7 skeins. Let's say 6.5 skeins. So 6.5 skeins at $32 is like, that's expensive. Whereas now I can make a knit sweater with probably 3 to 4 fingering weight skeins. Even DK, like 4 DK skeins is a sweater for me.
Yeah, 5. I like 5 DK is a sweater.
Like I want to say 3 and a bit, maybe. I don't know. I have to. I feel like a lot of my sweaters, my knit sweaters, are not. None of them, off the top of my head, none of them are one color. Like I don't think so. Like they might be one color.
My Cat is.
Yeah, well I ripped mine out.
Right.
My cozy raglan technically is, but I held it with a Surrey camel or whatever, so that made that sweater very expensive. Because that Surrey was like $38 a skein or something, and I think I used 2. It's like that right there is $80. Like it's crazy.
It's crazy what we spend on yarn, but
yeah,
whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Yes,
we like it.
Yeah. What are you wearing?
My shift. The Andrea Mowry shift. It is really one of my favorite cowls.
I've always wanted to make one. I just
the shape. So you know how the one you made and you're like, it's not symmetrical. Yeah. It's not symmetrical. It's not meant to be.
No, it's not.
So if I take it off.
No, it's meant to be like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like an asymmetrical design.
It is. That's exactly what mine looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's like the same shape.
Yeah. It's just that her graph, her hand-drawn graph, makes it look like it's symmetrical. But I've actually looked at the drawing since, and it isn't actually.
It's not.
It
Just
just
like the flat would before it's seamed together.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that's beautiful. I love the colors that you chose. These are not my colors, but I love how like they flow.
Yeah, like there's the green in it and stuff. So the yarn for this is Rose Hill, and the brown I think might be Allison Barnes actually.
I like it.
Yeah.
How many skeins is that?
3, because that's just the pattern calls for 3. I think hers is spin cycle. Maybe most things that she uses are, and 3 different spin cycles. So I just use two solids. I guess the pink is solid too, and the one variegated.
So in hers, does she have solids or all
variegated? So it just is like very different because she uses 3 totally different spin cycles. Yeah, and you just imagine the color change and like color change upon color change blending. So I
really want to make one.
I started another one. I have one that I started a year ago, and I found it in a bag.
What color is it?
It's like teals and purple, I think.
I feel like I remember this.
And it might be fingering weight. So this one is DK or worsted. And the one that I started is fingering weight because I wanted a lighter one because our friend Martina had made one in fingering weight that was just lighter for spring.
Did you finish your tessellated?
No.
Okay. You said fingering weight in different colors, and then I was like, did you use your tessellated leftovers?
No, this is a totally different yarn that I had previous. Yeah, so that's what I'm wearing. Oh, and I'm wearing my tread hat, which didn't I wear this last time?
Maybe.
I don't know.
At Knit Night on Tuesday, I asked you about it because I love that hat. No,
yeah. You
didn't make. Well, I think you wore one that you said was by. Maybe that's that one, but you said it was by the knitter from. No, it's not that because it's the knitter from BC that names all their patterns.
Well, it's Knox Mountain. But I have a finished object from.
No, you wore a hat that was by Knox Mountain. Or you were making.
Maybe you were making
a Knox Mountain.
Because now I have an FO.
You know what? That was 6 weeks ago.
It was a long time ago. But if I did wear this, it's the same. But it's the tread hat.
And it's too big, right?
It is.
We've talked about this?
It is. Because every time I bend over to tie up my shoes
and I said put it in the dryer for 10 minutes.
And I did talk. And I have never done it because I'm scared to.
That's fair.
Because I don't want it to shrink too much.
So do it at 2-minute all controls.
Yeah. I don't know if I want it to shrink height. It's just.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Because I like the slouch in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I like the color.
It has a good
I'll just go and buy more Woolfolk yarn and make another one.
I really like that color too.
It goes with anything because it's cream.
Mm-hmm.
Whips or FOs?
Oh my gosh. Let's do FOs. FOs are not next on my list, but they really should be.
Well, I only have one. So
okay.
This is the Myra Hat. The Knox Mountain.
That's the
Myra
one.
Hat.
Yeah.
So I finished it, and it's Wool Baron self-striping DK, but it's self-striping that's made to be a hat because most of her self-striping is for socks.
Yeah.
So it's just the repeats are wider. So I finished this one, and I haven't gifted it to anyone, or I don't know what I'm doing with it, but it's been sitting in my bag.
Oh, that's a nice fit. I like that color on you.
My stomach is growling.
I hear it. So I finished the church mouse. I don't remember the pattern name, but it was by Church.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Your kit.
Yes, and I finished this at our knitting day.
Right.
But, can I have that? Mm-hmm. So I followed the instructions. Well, up to the end. I didn't go as far as the decreases. But look at how small mine is compared to yours. Okay, yours isn't as... I thought you'd be smaller. But it fits.
It is short.
I should have went longer. I should have went for a slouchy. I don't love that it doesn't cover my ears without me tugging on it. Mm-hmm. So I've been thinking about this. And because I'm not like super attached to it, I think what I'm going to do is donate it to my work for a kid. Because like a 4 or 5 or 6-year-old would be able to wear this.
Yes,
and
for sure.
It could be a spare. The only thing I'm worried about is that because it has so much wool in it, it'll have to be washed and dried. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to catch people and just ask them not to dry it. Because otherwise it'll become a baby hat.
Yeah. But I have to stick a tag on it that says "Do not dry."
Yeah, because they just have to wash it, but like they could not dry it. Yeah, so I don't know, but I think that's what I'm gonna do is donate it, and it's so soft. This is the other thing though; it is soft. However, it has polyamide, I think, in it. And when I started knitting on it, and I think I had you touch it, it's an icky feeling for me. I don't know what. Like, it's soft. It's not that it's rough or anything. It's just that when I was knitting with it more than when I'm wearing it, there's like I don't know, I don't even know how to describe it.
I can't describe it either. Like, it is soft, but it's
soft, but it has a weird like
feeling.
Yeah, I don't know how to describe it, but I think it's the polyamide in it or whatever it was. Yeah. And I just threw a band because, so I have lots of whips going on right now, and they've been in a basket in my house and stacked up all over. And so recently I said to my husband, I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry about all my knitting." And he's like, "Brandie, your knitting has never bothered me. It's all the ball bands that you leave laying around the house that bothers me." So I have been trying to be intentional, and I don't know why, but like when I take them off, I'm like, "Oh, I might need this," so I keep it. But then like literally after he said this to me, I started throwing ones out. And I'm like, I haven't knit with this yarn in over a year, and it's like stashed in my bookshelf and stuff. So I'm like, okay, Brandie, this is a toxic trait. You need to fix this. So I've been throwing them out. It's fine if you don't know what the yarn is. It's fine. And there's got to be a better system if I really did want to know what it was.
Ravelry.
Next.
But
you're right. I know.
Could.
I really could. Yeah.
Or just take a picture.
I could, yeah.
Of the ball
but
band.
I don't want.
And then save it in your phone.
Oh my god! But then
you
it's
don't
like
want
more shit in your phone.
Pictures.
This morning I was going through deleting shit in my phone. Okay, so here's some more of my finished objects. I feel really proud of myself. I casted this on in June, and it's just a washcloth, or I'm gonna use it for a face cloth. But I casted this on in June and finally finished it. It's been like riding around with me as an easy project that I could knit on wherever. And then the blinding hat. So this is a hat that I made for a coworker. And speaking of yarn feeling, so I made this for my coworker, and she is quite young, and I was going to go to the Fiber Nook and get like good yarn. But then I second guessed that because I don't think that she'll take care of it. So I went to Michael's here. And two things. One, I went to Michael's, and I have not been yarn shopping in Michael's in over a year. Well over a year. Maybe close to 2 years. I noticed some changes, and I don't know if it was just the store that I went to or if it's all across the board, but I found very, very little line brand yarn. Like maybe only 3 varieties. Whereas before, line brand was a
whole aisle. Like
the whole aisle, yeah. So I couldn't find Thick and Quick, or I didn't see Thick and Quick. There was no Thick and Quick. I went up and down every aisle because I was kind of hoping for a hot pink and Thick and Quick, so it would be a quick knit. But I'm glad I didn't, because I was knitting a Thick and Quick toque not that long ago, and it was too hard on my hands. But anyways, so this is an acrylic yarn. It's all acrylic, which I haven't worked with just acrylic in a really long time either. And as soon as I started pulling it out of the ball, I was like, ugh. It's so funny. Like, there's nothing wrong with acrylic yarn. Like, I'm not yarn shaming, but it's so funny that after like 2+ years of mostly working with at least a little bit of wool blend, how you notice the feeling of the yarn.
Yeah, the difference between natural fibers and
how it made my hands feel.
Oh yeah, it just feels so stiff.
Yeah, and it held two strands together because I could only find worsted.
What pattern is this?
Okay, it's the Larch Hat by, I really love it, and I want to make myself one. It's the Larch Hat by Rachel KIESELBURG. I don't know what I'm saying.
I like this.
Yeah. So it's, you do the knit purls on this part one way, and then you switch it. So if you start with 2 purls, you switch to 2. Yeah, and then it has this like little line in here. And it's meant to be worn flipped up, obviously, like. But yeah, it's
is
so
this
cute.
knit through the back loop? Are they just knit?
They're just knits and purls.
They look so, like, prominent.
Yeah. I don't know if it's because I held the yarn double.
Maybe.
Because in the pictures it's not as prominent, but she used a Brooklyn tweed, so I wasn't sure. Yeah, and I used a smaller needle size because I didn't have the needle sizes I needed. So I went up to the adult large, which I'm a little bit concerned because my coworker has quite a large head.
That's pretty stretchy.
It is very stretchy. When I first cast on though, I wasn't sure. And I ended up ripping it out and going up a size because I was like, oh, it barely fits me.
You went and bought a palm too?
I already had this one. And so pink is her favorite color and she wears head to toe pink all the time. So yeah, but I'll put this on so you can see. I love how it fits. It's like...
Oh, it's cute.
It's so cute. And the pom-pom is so cute.
Mm-hmm.
And it fits me very well. Like I think because I had to go down a needle size, I think I would do this again. And just knit the largest adult size, which I think is like actually technically for a man, but yeah, it's so cute. The only thing I discovered is that because I don't have DPNs and I haven't really knit a lot of hats, the top is hard for me. Mm-hmm. So this time what I did was I went down to like the smallest little needle that I had in my shorties kit and just did as far as I could, and then so there's like a hole about this big at the top, but the pom-pom covers it, so it's fine. But yeah, so I finished that, and those are my 3. But yeah, okay, look at this. Like obviously one is, but like yeah, like I don't know why I thought that was gonna fit me.
When I haven't had a DPN on hand or I've been too lazy to go grab one from another room in my house, which it's happened. I'll take the longest interchangeable needles that I have and I'll use those in place. Because by then you have like 5 stitches on each needle and I'll just like grab.
Because I've never done it before, I feel like I need to see it. Mm-hmm. Like I've seen people knitting socks with 4 DPNs. I just don't know because usually patterns just say switch to DPNs when you need to. It doesn't like give you instructions. Mm-hmm. So like I assume I put like a couple of stitches on each.
Yeah, I just divide them
and go.
And then I'll usually, as they start to decrease more, then I move them. I'll move one stitch to the next so it doesn't have any laddering happening in those gaps. So I'll just kind of rotate them around.
Okay, well I think I need to try that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are we going to whips?
Yeah.
Okay. I have a funny story.
Well, I have one here that I brought because like we don't need to look at all my whips that languish.
I have 3. So here's my funny story. I posted on Instagram a couple weeks ago that I'm working on my Eva Cardigan by Petite Knits. And so I made one sleeve and then I made the other sleeve. And I realized that about this much in, so like several inches, that I had the wrong needle size. That I had not changed my needle size from the ribbing. And so I ripped it all back. Then I knit the whole entire sleeve up to the ribbing. And I went to knit night. I was like here, finished it up to the ribbing at knit night. And then went to change my needle size. People at knit night were like, Brandie, you're really quiet. Is something wrong? I had put the long needles of my size 4s on after I ripped back my sleeve. And I had my short size 4 needles on. It was supposed to be 4mm, a US size 6. I don't even know how I accomplished this fuck up twice. So when I got to go to the ribbing, I got my shorty set out and I went to put the needles on and I was like, that's weird. And then I looked at the needles and I'm like, I did it again. I knit the entire sleeve in the wrong size. And it gets worse, you guys. I was like 3 rounds in and I was going somewhere with my husband, so I was in the vehicle. And I was about 3 rounds in and I was like, oh, shoot. And my husband's like, what's wrong? And I was like, I think I have the wrong needle size again. Like, I don't even know how I did this. And then I'm like looking, I'm like, no, it's fine. I did it. No, silly me. No, not silly me. I did have the wrong needles on. So people at Knit were like, what are you going to do? You going to rip it back out? And I was like, I don't think so. I think I'm going to go home and see. So I went home and I tried it on. And you can't really tell.
Oh.
The biggest thing is that the ribbing on the sleeve that's done properly, it looks tighter. Like when you're looking at it, it looks tighter than the other one. Mm-hmm. And so this one, and then I bound off in 2 different bind offs trying to decide which one I liked. So I have to, so like you can tell, this is the one that's done wrong. Yeah. So this looks tighter and this one doesn't. But when I'm wearing it, the only thing that you can tell is over here on the correct needle size, the sleeve is a little bit bigger, so there's a little bit of like room in my arm, whereas here it's like very tight. But you only notice it, I think I'm the only one that would notice it because I know. And so when I shift, there's like a little bit of a, I don't know, like a bubble, I guess, on the one side, and there isn't a bubble on the other side. So I have made the executive decision that I'm not ripping it back out.
You have to block it still.
I do still have to block it.
Block the one side more than the other.
Yeah. And then I gotta rip this out because I did a I-cord bind off because I thought I might like it better, but I don't. So I'm gonna rip it back and then just do a regular bind off like I did on this one. I didn't like the way this one was flaring, but now that I see the I-cord bind off, I'm like, meh, no. I really dislike it.
Again, blocking.
I don't, but I do have 2 different bind offs going on here.
No, I know, but like you're
yeah.
saying you don't love necessarily how this is flaring.
Yeah.
But you like the bind off. But you just can pin it so that
yeah, that's true.
It blocks straight. And
I was worried it would get too big. Yeah. That was my biggest concern. But yeah, so whatever. It is what it is. It'll be fine.
How long are these sleeves?
They're full length.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can throw it on. So now all I have to do is the placket, the button band. And honestly, the reason why I haven't done it is because I got to pick up all those down stitches, and I have just not had the the mental capacity, because these sleeves have been done for a month.
Because how wide is that? Because this will come up quite a bit, right?
It's got to come up quite a, yeah, it's got to be. I have to look at a picture. Jolene that comes to Knit Night has one, and she was wearing it again the other night, and I was like, oh yeah, it is quite big. Oops. Hold on, my beautiful bracelet that you made me is catching on it. Alright, there we go. So yeah, they're like...
Oh. Yeah, it'll look really nice when the button band is on.
And I think that it'll...
And then this will block out really nice.
Yeah, and it's still on a needle, so it's not sitting properly.
Yeah.
But it's fine. They're...
Oh, I like it.
See, you can't even you really can't even...
It doesn't look like it's for a 4-year-old anymore.
It really doesn't. No. So once the placket is on, I think it'll be good. It is... The yarn itself, though, I'm just so in love with how it feels. It's lovely.
Yeah, and I really like the sleeve.
I know. I was worried when I first started the sleeve. It looked funny, but then once you have both of them, it's good. This is terrible lighting. You can't even really tell. But yeah, so
I like it.
My almost finished object. Mm-hmm. So I'm hoping that maybe I'll have the brain capacity to pick up the stitches after the New Year's. I have a few days off where my husband's back at work and I'll be at home alone. My kids will be here, but I'm hoping that will give me an opportunity to pick up the stitches and then start working on it. Once the stitches are picked up, I think it'll be okay. I've never done buttonholes before knitting, so I'm a little bit wary. I know I know. I don't know why I'm worried. I don't know why I'm worried about that.
You bind off 2 stitches and then you backwards loop cast on some on your next round. It's
I think it's just because it's something I've never done before. You have that I don't know, a feeling of I don't know how to do this.
Yeah. That's one of the. That's way easier than brioche, and you want to do that.
Yeah. So. Well, I want to make a brioche sweater. I don't know. Okay, hold on. I've got 2 more whips. Once I get my sweater back on here. Wow, I really I took that off like a 4-year-old.
It's all inside out.
Yeah, I'm
wonky.
Am I putting it on inside out? What the heck is happening here? I think I am going to be wearing it inside out. Oh well, whatever. Inside out. This is the other thing when I was putting this on this morning. I'm like, man, I need to put tags on all my hand knits Because
the front and the back.
Yes.
I hold up my sweaters every time. And then I look for the bind off.
Yes.
Like woven in spot. And I'm like,
come on.
Is this the back or the front? I don't know.
And the only one that is easy for me is my, it's by Kadri. It's the green one. I forget what it's called. But the reason why it's easy is because the back, it's a high-low ribbing. So the back ribbing is like substantially longer than the other one.
Right.
Okay, so I'm making a blanket.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what I've got so far. I was like powering.
Oh, it's so pretty though.
Yeah.
I love this color combo.
Me too. So much that I'm very, very tempted to just go to Michael's and buy more yarn in these colors. And they do have this yarn. I checked when I was there. It is a Lion Brand yarn. And they do have this yarn. They didn't have all of the colors that I needed, all three, but like they do have them there. They were just sold out.
Is this the one that's for you?
Yeah, it's for my tent, but I just love it. So the plan was to make it scrappy, and I do have a huge bag of all the scraps, like all different colors. And so, I mean, it's fine, but seeing these three colors together, I'm like, I don't know if I want to do these.
These would look nice with it too, though.
Oh yeah, they all I think will be very nice. Like they're all very color coordinated. It's just seeing these three just by themselves, I'm like, I don't know. But the flip side of this is if I get it done, if I do this, then all of this yarn, which is like 12 skeins, is out of my stash.
Yeah.
And because I bought this when I was still crocheting toques to sell, so I don't really use this yarn anymore. So it's nice. It'll be nice. It'll be good. Yeah. I can't decide which one I'm going to go next. And I've also decided to try and use all the color, so it'll only be in once, but I say kind of because I do have lots of black and lots of cream, so I might not be able to, it might be too big. But yeah. So I'm working on that. That's one of my whips. Yeah, and I was powering on it, and then I slowed down because I was like, I don't need it until the spring. So that's what happened there. But it's an easy like mindless thing for me. And then also, which I realized this really matches my church house knits. I cast on my Nebula finally. And I'm powering the Nebula once you get that short row crap done. Even the short row crap, this is like I just started knitting stockinette and it's like woof. I only need a few more inches, 3 more inches. It says 9 inches, but I think I'm gonna go with 11 to make it a little bit longer because it's short. And then this is I used the onion yarn. The onion yarn, which
because this is bottom up.
Yeah.
So you're doing 11 and then you separate for the
sleeves, the yoke. So it's the onion, alpaca, merino wool, and nettles is the gray.
Oh my god, this is going to be so nice.
And then the sassy strings, one of a kind that I got 2 skeins of Surrey. And then the shoulder is going to be black because I don't have enough of that. So.
Oh my god, this is so pretty.
Yeah. And I think the black is just going to make that gray pop.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good choices.
I'm pretty excited about that. And I'm excited about how fast it's going. Stop dropping my stitches.
Oh, sorry.
Just kidding.
Put your thingies on.
Aw, man.
Where's your thingies?
Me. Stop dropping my stitches. She dropped 1. I dropped 7. I don't know. Those freaking needle stoppers, I have them, but I always, I'll put them on in the beginning of the project, and then I set them down somewhere, and then I forget about them. And that's the story of my life. Set something down, and I forget about it. But yeah, so that's all my whips, which... Oh no, that's not all my whips. Please hold.
Okay.
I have another whip. And I technically had another finished object. I made socks for my husband. And then he wore them. So, but I had to go to a work conference in public, like not on Zoom. And it was like a Friday evening with a speaker or 2 and like in a mixer and whatever. And I had thought about bringing my yarn on Friday, but I was like, ooh, that might be rude. And I was like, no, I'm not gonna, whatever. But then Saturday, I was like, I like the speaker. I totally could have knit through the speaker. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna bring my yarn and just see. And I finished 1 whole sock, an entire sock, plus I ended up casting the leftover yarn on because I didn't have any other yarn and made all the way to the heel. Like, wow. It was a shorty, but still. Because there was just like the speakers, well, to be honest, like they weren't that great. And then there was like a little snafu where they had one of their closing speaker. They had a personal emergency, so they had to cancel a few weeks before. And what they did was they asked one of the already speaking speakers to speak. But she presented the keynote in the morning and then a speech during the afternoon and then the keynote in the evening. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if she just didn't have time to prepare or something, but basically they were like almost identical speeches. And the morning one, she talked about care, and then in the evening one, she talked about, I can't remember. Basically, she changed the word care to a different word. Like, essentially. And she presented, I didn't go to her speech during the day because I went to something else, but some of my coworkers went to see her because they were intrigued by what she had to say. But after seeing her first keynote, I was like, no. She was actually one person I was going to go see. I was like, nope, I can't sit through that again. This is so bad. But in the first hour and a half that she spoke, she said the word care so much that like 20 minutes into her speech, I leaned over, and this is so juvenile of me, and I'm claiming it, but I said to my coworkers, I was like, every time she says care, we should take a shot, even though I think it was like 9:00 in the morning, we were drinking coffee and tea. But anyways, two of my coworkers started tally charting how many times she said care. She said care over 250 times in the next portion of her speech. And I think that the keynote was like an hour and 20 minutes long, you guys.
Wow.
It was so interesting. Yeah. So I was like, no, I cannot go listen to her say Carol a bunch. But anyways, my coworkers went to her afternoon session, and then she did the evening keynote. And when she was doing the evening keynote, I kid you not, one of my coworkers leans over and verbatim says the next 3 sentences that she said.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So I was like, oof. Yeah. I was a little disappointed, and it was a very expensive conference. Work paid for it, obviously, but that still doesn't matter. Like,
well, hopefully she got not great feedback.
Yeah, and they brought her from New Zealand. Like, I can't even imagine what she cost. Yes.
Holy man.
Yeah, it was very interesting. But yeah, so anyways, back to my socks. So, because I didn't have any extra yarn, this was the self-striping that I was using from Wool Baron, and then I just recast it on, and I split it into 2 balls while sitting at the conference. And I didn't have a scale, so I just like winged it. Mm-hmm. But then I found some yarn in my stash, and I'm making like a scrappy sock for Jeff.
Oh, so, cute.
Yeah, so that's my next whip. But yeah, I'm really glad that I bought yarn with me to the conference because it gave me something to do, and it also made my day go much faster than I think it would have if I've been sitting there tallying how many times the word care was used.
Or sleeping. Mm-hmm. That would have been great. The whip that I brought.
Yeah, let's see it.
My fingerless mitts. My Woodland fingerless mitts. The pattern is by Katelyn, Petite. And this yarn is also Wool Baron, and it's the ugly sweater party yarn that I've had in my stash forever. So this is actually the right hand. I don't know what the difference is, but in the pattern, there's actually, this is how you start the right thumb, and then this is the left thumb.
Do you think it's the way the thumbs lean?
Maybe, but you'd think it'd be the same. I would just put it on this hand. Like what? I don't know. But anyway,
I don't know either.
That's the one. And I was telling Brandie before that I really like this bind off. It's the Icelandic bind off, I think. But in this, it will roll like it's meant to do that. So that looks cute. One, and I'm actually almost done the second one.
I love it.
So I'm doing all
and the
of
colors do repeat. I didn't realize
they do, and I didn't think that they did, but they do. They're just there's just a lot of colors. Like it's so far apart.
Every time I see this whip, I need to go look at my stash because I think I was gifted this yarn, and now I want to see if I have it.
So I'm right now, like you can see here,
starting the thumb.
It's the increases for the thumb, so that's this, and then when it gets to I think I only have like 6 more rows around, like 6 more rounds. And then I will separate the thumb and put these stitches on hold and then cast on some extra and keep going with the hand portion to keep going
See how
up
that did.
from here.
I was wondering how that was. I thought it was after.
No, it's from here.
Yeah.
And so I don't have
long. You don't have long at all.
No, it's almost finished.
You are going to be wearing those
in the next few days.
Yeah, before the new year is what I was going to say.
Yes.
It's the 21st today. Solstice. If you celebrate. Happy
This is
solstice.
true. That means that the days are going to get longer.
That's right. Shortest day of the year.
Yay.
I love solstice. Not that I'm doing anything interesting and I'll be in bed early because I have to get up early for work. But
and here are my teeny tiny DPNs that I have to use for the thumb. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Which I couldn't find. There's supposed to be 5 of them. I don't know where I looked through my DPNs. I only found 3, which isn't super helpful.
We had this conversation on one of our podcasts or something. You were missing 1, and now you're missing 2.
Yeah, I don't know where the other 2 are.
They're so little, you probably slipped them into your couch or something.
Maybe because you kind of need 3 to be working in the round, right?
Yeah.
And then you use your 4th one to actually work it. But I just basically put them on 2 or 3, and then I've used my
shorty.
Yeah, just my shorty, to actually knit with. But the thumb is it's like 4 rows or something that you have to actually use the DPN. So it's not that far that I have to go with it, but yes, I'm almost done, and I have this much of my yarn left. So
it'll be perfect.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it worked out well. Yeah, it's my only whip. Patterns?
Yeah. Yes. So I've been really seeing and like kind of into the knit jacket. I don't know, like it's kind of trending right now. And so I sent you this one, but the Ava Jacket by My Favorite Things.
I have that on my list here too.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide if I want to knit it or not. I think I do.
I love the detail on the back of that one.
Yes.
There's a picture.
Yes, there is. Yes. The because it's got a line. Yeah. So I know the back of this one is so beautiful. And it might not be showing up very well, but like there's kind of a pattern that looks like newsprint.
Yeah.
In the sweater. So I really love that one. And then my other jacket is the one that you sent me. So it's funny.
The Alice jacket?
Yes.
Yeah, I have that one on my list too.
Yes. So both of those they were published last year in the Isager, I don't know if I'm saying that right, Isager Knits something jacket thing. So, and then they were able to release them separately, like on Ravelry this year. So they both came out at the same time, but they were both in the same knitting publication. And so that's what I'm trying to decide is if I want to make this one or the other one.
I love this one. The Alice one.
The Alice one, me too.
Yeah.
Like maybe I'll have to make both. And I really like the top of this one. I don't know. It's so pretty. And I was going to look this morning and then I forgot. It is intarsia. So that was the other thing is I've never done intarsia. But at Knit Night on Tuesday night, somebody was knitting intarsia and they were able to show me because I was like, I don't really understand the difference between
Who's knitting intarsia?
Kristen.
Oh, I didn't even know.
Yeah, on the baby sweater.
Oh.
And then actually it was amazing because she like flipped it over and like showed me, and I'm such a visual learner that Vivian had tried to explain it to me years ago at Knit Night, but she didn't have a intarsia in front of her, and so she was like explaining it, but I wasn't really getting it, and then Kirsten just like literally was like, yeah, because this and this, and I was like, duh. Like, so you knit flat and then you'd have 2 balls of the color, so then you'd start over here and then start over here, finish or whatever. And I'm like, I totally understand now. So there are quite a few patterns that I've liked over the last year and a half, 2 years that are intarsia, that because I didn't understand how it worked, I didn't bite the bullet to knit them. So now I'm like, now that I know that that's in Target, I'm like, I think I could do it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know I could do it. It really just comes down to like doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And buying the yarn.
Yeah. I have enough yarn that I probably could just do stash.
Yeah, I don't think I
at
do.
this point, because I don't knit enough. So
I always seem to have the wrong, because you have lots of DK and I don't.
yes, I have a lot of DK. This is true.
So this is lace and DK held together.
Mm-hmm. I think the lace is just like a mohair or something, isn't it?
Yeah. I would make it in this color.
Yeah?
Well,
like the cream?
The cream. Yeah, I really like the cream. Cream is not something I normally buy because I'm so messy when I eat. But I think as a jacket it would be okay. I like, and this cream is more taupey, I think.
Yeah, it's like just an undyed neutral or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I feel like I would do that and then change the rust color one, like, because it's got rose gold.
Yeah.
I would change it to either, I know you're gonna be shocked, mustard or a darker rust. Yeah.
Yeah. With the black still.
With the black still, yeah. I would just change that, yeah. And if I was to knit the Ava.
Just look at the back of that.
I know.
It's just so cool.
And the texture.
Like, look at it.
Of the body.
Yeah. I really like it.
I think if I was to do the Ava, I would do it in the same colors that it is. Because I like that newsprint look.
Yeah.
There is a sample that is navy and kind of cream. And it's also really nice. But it's just not as striking as the cream. So, yeah. Do you want to share one of yours? I do have two more, but you go ahead.
Well, those two were on my list.
Yeah.
Now I have to go back to find my list. Where is it?
That's so funny.
That cowl. Did we talk about this one before?
I don't remember.
The Vientos Cowl by Michelle Como. It uses Malabrigo. It looks like multiple different colors. But I just like the, kind of looks like a braid type detail almost.
Yeah.
And it's pearl stitches behind it. So I don't know if it's knit the other way and then you flip it over so it's the wrong side. I'm not really sure, but I think it's knit flat and then you seam it together because it kind of looks like that in this one photo. Yeah. So it's kind of easy using like 3 different colors of yarn, like very variegated ones to sort of make a fade.
Seems like one that you'd be able to stash dive pretty easily.
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other one that I have on my list, the Harvest Flower Sweater. I really love this.
Me too. I almost put it on my list today, but I was like, 4 is enough, Brandie. I have almost sent that to you like 10 times. I love it.
Yeah.
I want to make it.
By Jessie Mead Designs. I keep wanting to do color work.
Yeah.
And I just don't bite the bullet and do it.
Yeah.
And I have so much yarn that I could easily do this.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about this one that I like. I think it's the size of the
color work. I know.
Yeah, like it's not super small and delicate.
And it doesn't cut in a weird place. Like some of them are like just on the yoke, which is okay, not weird place, but like the same place always.
Yeah.
Like it's always kind of here. Yeah, I love how the flower is created, like with the line, because that line of cream in between is so striking.
Yeah, I just could do so many different color combos, and
I've seen some beautiful
I can't remember. There's one that I've seen online that has more teal in it on Instagram or something. Maybe I didn't take a picture of it, and it really drew me to the pattern. So I was like, this is just amazing.
It's funny that you say that because I seen it. Somebody else was making it, and I think it was in it like a pink. And I was like, ooh, I don't like that. And then I saw that one, and I was like, ooh.
Well, what I like about I think the one that I saw was maybe done with some sort of color changing yarn, right? But this one is just solids.
Yes.
Like
3 different colors.
Yeah, three different solids.
Well, 3 for the color work, and then the main,
I really like it.
Me too. Me too.
I don't know. Maybe that's on my February list after just make it January.
Yeah, I guess my just knit it January is going to be all the things that I already have on, because I don't have any, like last year we'll digress here for a little bit. Last year a friend of ours had like posted just knit in January, and we both dug out all of our like crazy long lost whips, including our Louise lace socks, that at the time were like a year and a half old, and we both finished them, so that's pretty exciting. But this year these are my whips. Like this is pretty much all I have.
I still have many.
Yeah.
And I'm sure
you still have some of the same ones.
I do.
Because the tessellated ones.
Yeah, and like even just the, God, I'm so close to being done that. I just need to like hibernate and do it.
Take a day off work. Mental health knitting day.
I should. My boss the other day, I was wearing, I work online, so I have virtual meetings like daily. And I was wearing my sweater, this is knitter on it. And I go on my Zoom meeting or my Teams meeting or whatever. And she's just like, oh, I like your sweater. And she's like, are you working on anything like right now? What are you working on? And I'm like, everything. I was like, sweaters and hats and a baby blanket that's still not done. And I'm, again, almost done that. I have very little left. I finally met the baby.
Oh, you hadn't met the baby yet?
I had not met Carmen.
Oh my God.
Because I've been so busy.
I didn't realize.
And I randomly ran into my cousin at the Butterdome craft sale.
Oh.
And she was there with the baby.
That's amazing.
So that's where I met her for the first time with the thousands of people at the Butterdome craft sale. Yeah, kind of funny. I have so many projects. I'm like, I have many things I'm working on right now. So perpetual knitter. Yeah.
Okay, so my other one is a Sweater Freaks Perfect Stripe cardigan that she just came out with. I guess I'm in the cardigan era. Like that's where I'm at. I'm gonna make all the cardigans. And this is like an open one, like there's no buttons, but I love that and like how simple it is. Yeah, I was gonna see what weight it is. It is DK. See, this is the thing. I have no DK, and what I do have of DK, I like it's just either like one skein of a color or like I think I have 4 skeins of a green.
And with something like that, you don't want to hold fingering double. No. Like you want it to be more contrasted, very specific.
Yeah, and I want it to be like I really want to pull some neutrals into my knitting. And I don't have neutral DK, so yeah. Okay, one more. This
that
one
just means you have to shop.
Yeah, right. I know, and I need to make time for that. The Creativity Cowl. Did you see this by Tori Yu?
No.
Okay, so she designed it specifically to showcase her hand-spun yarn.
Oh.
Yeah. So when I first saw it, I was like, ooh, because some people in their samples definitely used Spin Cycle. The pictures are weird. Hold on, let me see. Did you notice that? Did Ravelry update, or is it just me? I don't know. Now the pictures are always on the side. So it's 2 colors, a main and then your hand spun or whatever.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, and it's kind of bandana-y, not too big. Yeah.
I have a bunch of hand spun that I've bought over the years too that I could use or have been gifted.
I also have some. And I think you could easily, if you had mini skeins or something, like if you didn't have hand spun or whatever, you could use mini skeins in it. I almost bought the pattern, but then I was like, how many cowls do you need, Brandie? Like seriously. So I didn't yet. The caveat of the yet. Yeah, so those are my patterns.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So many things to knit.
So many things to knit.
Now I want to go home and cast on something else. I can't.
I need to finish a project.
I need to finish many projects so that I have empty bags to put the stuff in.
I have empty bags. But that doesn't mean I need another project.
Well, I do have empty bags, but I don't need... they're in a stack of the ones I want to just get rid of because I don't need them all. Or I don't like them as much. Do you ever find... So I have so many knitting bags. And I find that the ones that are super tall, I don't like as much. Because, like, you either... The project's all at the bottom and you have to roll down the top. I prefer ones that are, like, shorter and wider.
Yeah.
Like, they're just more functional.
For sweaters, I really like this one.
But that's a big project in a bigger bed.
And I usually pull my yarn out of it anyway.
Yeah.
But like I could see where you'd want to. But yes, I do like this size. I don't love like a massive bag because I don't want to carry it around.
Yeah.
Right now I'm really loving my leather bag from her Leather Co.
Yeah.
Like the size of it, it's not too big, but I mean it's
I really like that one.
It's like a hat or whatever, but I'm really loving that one, and it is wider, and I like that too. Mm-hmm. And when I was making that bright pink hat, I was using that bag, and it was nice because I had 2 skeins because I was holding it double, and I don't have it with me, but like there's buttons on it, so I did what you had said there at the prior cover rest. I pulled the 2 strings out and I kept it separate, which was really nice.
So they all get twisted together.
I almost, because I really only need 1 skein of yarn, I almost just bought one and went from both ends, and I'm so glad I didn't do that because I was like, oh, this is going to be a pain in my butt the way that Patterns is rolled into like a whatever. And it was buy one, get one 50% off, and I didn't need any other, like I did not want any other yarn. So I was like, you know what, it's going to leave me with a boatload of extra yarn, but I'd rather just pay the extra $4 because it turned to be $4, right? Because buy one, get one 50% off, and I think they were $9 skeins. So I was like literally standing there at the end of my work day, and I'm like, is this $4.50 worth of my stress-free? Like, is this going to be worth it? I'm like, yes, it is.
Yeah.
It's definitely worth the $4.50 to just buy another skein and not have to deal with that. So I was really happy that I made that choice. Sometimes you have to just, do some girl math.
Yes. And then if you have leftover, you can just donate it to.
I could.
You'll never use the pink
because
again,
I will never use that color again unless I don't even know. Like, it's, and it hurt my eyes. So
it was so bright. You posted a picture, I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Oh
I was waiting for somebody that knows me to be like,
what is this?
What is this? This is like, Oh, and it's so funny because my coworker she loves pink so much. Like the first day I met her, she was dressed head to toe in pink, and then she was wearing at the conference. She was wearing brown shoes with like a full pink ensemble, and I was like, "You're wearing brown shoes?" And she's like, "Well, yeah, because I don't have pink shoes that go with these shades of pink." And I was like, "Well, what about she has these pink Birkenstock slipper things?" And I was like, "What about those?" And she's like, "Oh, that totally would have coordinated." I was like, missed opportunity. And I'm like, I can't believe that me, the person who hates pink, is giving you pink advice. So funny.
Are you doing like a gift exchange at work?
Okay, so no.
But you're just giving someone.
She loves Christmas. She is my polar opposite, you guys. She
like me
loves Christmas, like loves Christmas. And she has a Christmas tree in her room, I think, year round. So she loves Christmas, loves pink. And she had jokingly said that I should knit her a hot pink hat a few weeks ago. I've only worked with her for like 5-6 weeks. She's a new hire. And so anyways, I was like, oh yeah, that might be a good like Christmas gift idea or something. And I really was make her a hat. But I hadn't bid the billet on yarn or anything like that. And then she was like, have I bought Brandie any Christmas presents? Yes, I have. Oh. And and then she bought me Christmas presents and made me open them last week. I was like, it's not even close to Christmas. She's like, I know, but she's like, I have no self-control. I don't want you to open them. And then she wrapped them in pink Grinch wrapping paper. And she gave me like a travel mug, and it had a straw. She wrapped the straw separately. Like I had like all of these gifts. So she got me a travel mug and 3 different scarves and whatever. She totally.
Wow.
Yeah.
Your favorite.
So we work together very closely. So yes, I made her too, and I am a little bit the older adult in me, because she's quite young. The older adult in me is a little bit concerned about how it's going to look. Where she was just like, here, open all these presents in front of other coworkers. I'm like, this is awkward for me. But so I'm hoping that I gotta give that to her tomorrow or the next day.
Want to open some presents now?
Yes, I do. I love presents.
Okay. And then I have other things to talk about.
Yeah, are these going to be our requirements?
Well, yes. I have no other requirements.
There you go. Thank you. We both came prepared, you guys. This is great. I was thinking about last year when I bought you the Lumos light and it didn't arrive
Which
in
I
time.
love, though.
I know, I love mine too. I had to charge mine the other day. So
I have not charged mine in forever.
Yes.
Ever.
So
actually, maybe
I
once.
got mine before Christmas or around Christmas time last year. Yeah, because it was late and I don't remember when we recorded. But I have charged it once in that time.
Yeah.
Once.
Yeah, I maybe charged mine once.
Yeah.
And it is like, our power went out a few weeks ago. And I was like, this is amazing. I like sat on the couch with my light and was like knitting. And that light was way better than all the candles I had lit all over the house.
So I thought something was wrong with my light. Because I was knitting in bed and it was dark. And I'm like, and I was knitting that sweater with the sleeve in the dark brown and I couldn't see very good. So I kept like rearranging my lights. And I'm like, this is like, this light is usually a lot better. And then all of a sudden it was just like, I was like, oh.
Yes, we do have
It's
to charge
dead. Well, and because I hadn't charged it except for one other time, which I think I charged it when I bought it, I was like, oh, what do I do? Like, I kind of had this moment of panic. Do I need batteries? What do I need? And then I was like, it's a charge. I have it's a USB-C cord. I'm like, putting it in. I'm like, wow. But yeah, like you said, it's magic that way.
Yeah, they're great. Recommend them.
Aw, it's my favorite.
I think I have one in my bag.
You always have treats.
Oh no, I took that one out. It's in my nightstand now.
Well, can't believe you didn't eat it. Ooh. This is gorgeous.
It is one of those garlic dishes.
It's the garlic dish. You're right.
Or ginger or whatever.
Yes. Okay, so it's like rough, and then you
and
then you grate the ginger or the garlic on it. You can't really see that.
Put oil or whatever. Yeah. So I was looking for a bowl one, and this lady actually does make some bowl ones that also have the herb stripper holes.
Yes.
But she was out of them. So I was like, oh, well, I'll get this one instead.
This is a beautiful, like, is it black or blue?
It's black, I think.
Black. Yeah, I think so, yeah. It's for sure.
But I felt all of them. I'm like, which one is the roughest?
Was it at the Butterdoor?
No, this one was at Holy Handmade.
Oh, okay.
In Sherwood, yeah. There's a few different potters there, and a few of them had ones like this, but I liked hers the best, like the roughness of it.
I had never seen that until you sent me that Instagram. My over here, I might even be able to get out. All my whips are taking out. Ooh, what do we have here? It's a Brita bag for my Kindle.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, I guess you could put other things in it.
Yes.
But.
Oh, what a cool. Oh, it's like magnetic?
No, I think it's just.
No, it is.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Or is it just like.
Or is it just like really stiff?
Really stiff, maybe?
Maybe.
Like, I thought you could squeeze the ends. I don't know. But
that's so cool. It feels magnetic, but maybe I'm wrong. Oh, that is so cool. I can't wait to use this for my Kindle. And it's got mushrooms on it, you guys, little squirrel. He's so cute. She has the cutest fabrics.
I know. Adorable. And then the coordinating, she sent me a million pictures getting me to pick fabrics.
Oh.
And I'm like, I don't know.
Do you feel overwhelmed?
Yes, because I'm like, make the top green. She sent me pictures of all the different greens. And I'm like, I don't know. Like, you make beautiful things. Just pick it for me. Like, and put it together. And then she's like, well, I have to do the hand stitching because she hand stitches these little like stitches around the edges.
There's
and
so
then
much work
this too, I think. This around here, she hand stitches it.
Yeah.
But
it's beautiful.
Yeah.
All right.
Really cute.
Today's
I love her stuff.
Merry Christmas.
I didn't give you a card.
That's okay. Like the card is just whatever.
I like this. Is this a purchased envelope?
It is. Yeah,
oh,
I bought.
It looks very like handmade.
Yeah, I bought watercolor cards with like blank ones with.
Oh, pretty.
Yeah, so I made you a card.
Look it.
I actually painted the other day and it felt so good.
I haven't painted it.
I haven't painted
forever.
In over a year. Well, over a year.
Over a year?
Over a year. Yeah.
Wow. Did you pull out your beam paints?
I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of those aren't beams, but yeah.
Pretty.
Yeah.
No, I haven't painted in so long.
I didn't realize how much I needed it until I was like doing it, and I was like, oh, this is so therapeutic for me.
Yeah.
Creating just to create.
Yeah.
Something different. And I have real wrapping paper this year because I went to get brown craft paper. I don't normally wrap my presents in wrapping paper. I either upcycle bags or I use craft paper if I have to, or newspaper. And they were completely sold out of craft paper, so I had to buy wrapping paper.
These are made in Camrose. They look delicious. Created with fresh ingredients and no preservatives. Well, yummy.
I hope they're delicious. I had a sample of like one of their bonbons and it was pretty good.
Look so yummy.
I bought that right before I saw you that day, and I didn't know you liked strawberry things. Otherwise, I would have got you strawberry bonbons and orange bonbons instead.
I like most things, so it's fine.
Debbie served me some pot of gold, and she was like, I had to get 2 boxes because I couldn't get the orange cream and the strawberry cream together, and I was like, ugh.
I love those.
Ugh.
And I will eat them all. What is this?
Okay, so this artist takes photos using a camera Illuminati. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but it's like basically a pinhole camera, and it's something that she did with her dad growing up, and then he passed, and so it's a desk calendar, but each month is a postcard. And so when you're done the month, you detach it from the calendar part, and then you can send the postcard to someone that you haven't seen or heard from in a really long time.
Oh, this is amazing.
Right? And then you can like get in touch with them or just send them a little note. And who doesn't love getting like actual snail mail?
You know what is super weird? I'm having deja vu because the other day I was thinking about postcards and writing a postcard and sending it to someone, but now I can't think of who this was. That's super weird that came up, but this is super cute. So I fold this back.
I would assume, and then like put it together. Yeah,
put it in here.
So she
She
had a Kickstarter, and so somebody I know from the States, which is so weird. Somebody that I follow, not that I know, that I follow on Instagram from the States, shared this. And this artist is actually from BC, so Canada.
Oh.
And so I went to look at it and I was like, this is such a nifty idea. And she did it last year as well. And then she shared like testimonials, I guess. And people were like, yeah, like I sent a card, and then somebody that they hadn't talked to in like 8 years wrote back, and then they started talking on the phone, and yeah, it's so cool.
I love this. Thank you. And I work at my desk.
I know.
Like 12 hours a day. So
I know.
It's
I was like, this
fantastic.
is such a great.
And you know what is also great about this? So I have a whiteboard calendar thing that's on my wall. It's like glass, and you write in the month in the I think it still says October.
Yeah.
Because I never erase it and put a new one on there. So this is very helpful.
Now you won't have to erase it. You'll just have to take your postcard off.
Well, yes. Well, now my office is moving, so it doesn't really matter.
Fair.
So this will be very functional. Thank you.
You're welcome.
How fun. Now, I brought something to share because I swear I've talked about this before, and I don't remember if I ever brought it.
Okay. Is it food?
No.
Oh.
Did I ever bring this thing? Oh, it's like that. Like dirt on it. Did I ever bring this? Talk about it? Share it?
No, the sack pot. We talked about this.
We talked about it, but I saw
when
it
we were outside this summer because
yes.
I don't know, because you made that thing with your daughter at the
yeah. But so I bought this in York, England in 2019 and I have never used it. And it's the sack pot, and it's
knit
elastic plastic plant pots. So they knit the sack, and then they give you this bag to insert inside of there, and then you can plant plants in them. And because they're like kind of the weight of the soil and stuff will stretch it all out, but they're so cute. They had like on their display like this on this. It was like this outdoor farmers market in the summer in England, and they had like all these sack pots with all these plants. And I bought one for my brother, and I brought one home for me, and I have never planted in it, but they're adorable. Huh. Like to plant some like tulip bulbs or something in it.
Yes.
Would be super cute. So this was sitting on my shelf in my office as I was like walking out the door today, and I was like, I'm gonna bring this and talk about it.
I'm trying to see what it's like, what the material is, because it's such an interesting fabric.
Yeah, it's colorful knitted plant pots designed to be filled with soil and molded by you. Available in over 300 color mixes. Created to be tough, resilient, and light, sack pots can be placed inside or outside. They come with an inner liner and can be washed and stored flat after use. Oh, like the plastic liner. It's polypropylene yarn. So the artist says, I fell in love with polypropylene yarn as part of new sculpture work. Its stunning color range and durability and recyclable qualities make it irresistible, and sack pots are the result. So sackpot.co.uk is their...
That's so cool.
From West Yorkshire.
Now you need to put a plant in it so I can see it with a plant in it.
Yeah, there's like little pictures of how to
do it.
Roll the thing
so
up
cool.
over it, but they're like... Yeah.
I wonder if she just like uses this knit machine.
I don't know.
Because it's so... Oh, I don't know. It looks like it's
seamed
like
at the bottom.
Yeah. I don't know.
So like
the side.
Tube?
Yeah, like knit a tube. It doesn't look like it's a knit tube because look at these seams.
I don't know.
Me neither.
Well, maybe.
That's so cool though. I really want to see it with a plant in it. You could hang it even. Again,
I think it might be a tube.
Mm-hmm. It could be.
I don't know.
I don't know enough about tubes to know.
And then it's just seamed on the inside, it looks like. Oh yeah, it's like Kitchener stitch. It looks like. So yeah, it's kind of cool. The sack pot. I love it. The sack pot. So we haven't recorded in so long that we never did talk about the stitches in the country.
I know.
Because it was before then.
I know. I was in November. At the end of November, we went to a heritage tea house in Stoney Plain, Alberta, and it was hosted by Joe's Yarn Garden, who's a local yarn store, and there was way more people there than I was expecting. Mm-hmm. It was delightful. Basically, the premise was you came and knit all day while eating delicious food. There was tea and
all day. It was like 9 a.m. I think we got there at 2 minutes at 9:30.
Yeah.
2 minutes after there, and we were the last ones there.
We were the last ones there, yeah. We were like, whoa. Yeah, so they served tea and coffee in the morning with a light snack. It was like...
Full breakfast.
Full breakfast. Yeah. There was a cheese board and fruit and cinnamon buns. Yeah.
Scones.
And scones. Oh my gosh, the
so
scones were so good. The cinnamon buns were so good. And then we had lunch, which was a full spread again. Like I was expecting soup and a sandwich, but it was meatloaf and this delicious curried vegetable dish.
Oh, those are so good.
Salads, buns, all the things.
Mm-hmm.
And then before we left, there was like dessert. And again, like a lemon tart thing. There were like 6 different desserts. Mm-hmm. It was delicious. It was so good. And prizes all through the day. And you won one.
I did. I forgot to bring it. I won a pottery mug.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
It's beautiful. I'll have to post a picture of it on our Instagram. But it's they use underglaze transfer on it, so it makes like pictures of like little farmhouses, like a barn and stuff on it. And then the glaze is very runny. So to do this, like they dip the top of the cup, basically they glaze the inside so that you can actually use it for food. But then the top, they dip it, and just the mixture of the glaze, when you fire it, it drips a lot. So it like runs down the outside onto the unglazed part, and it's beautifully made. It's like the crafter is amazing.
The potter who made it was our caterer.
She was the caterer.
Yeah. She was the cook. Very multi-talented. I definitely want to go back next year. It was so good. It was fun just to like sit and knit. We knew, not everybody, obviously not everybody. We knew a portion of the people. I think there was about 8 of us there that we knew.
Yeah.
And we got to talk to the people next to us. Very well organized. So many prizes. Like it seemed like there was a prize every 10 minutes. Yeah, it's delightful.
And they run it for 2 days. Like we went on the Sunday, an all day Sunday, but the same thing happened Saturday.
Yeah.
All day on Saturday with a whole different group of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was expecting, I don't know why I was expecting 16 people. I think it's because when I first logged in to buy the tickets, which was right after they went on sale, there was like 18 tickets left. And so I thought it'd be about 16, 18 people or something like that.
No, like 40.
You think 40? I'm going to do a quick count. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 25. Do you think there were 6 in the back room? 31. Yeah, you know what? There was 40.
Something
40.
like that. Between 30 and 40 people a day. And like, and they sold out
both days. And
within a couple days and out.
Yeah, it was quick. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was delightful though, and it was nice to sit and knit with new people. And
I like that they do it in November too, before the busyness of
middle
December.
of November.
Yeah, like mid-November.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a good time of year to do it.
Mm-hmm. I do too. Yeah, I could do a spring one even.
Yeah, I wonder if they ever do something like that in the spring. Books.
Yeah, I can see her reading. I started the Allie Hazelwood Problematic Summer Romance. Did you read it all?
I have not finished it. So
okay.
I remember getting it on Kindle because I used it and I was like, how did I get this? And then I realized I got it as an Audible credit. So I got it on Audible. But then I didn't click that at first, so I had gone onto my Kindle and I was like, oh yeah, I got this book, and I clicked on it to start reading it, and realized, and all of a sudden it abruptly ended because I realized I only had the sample on my Kindle. So I read like the first 2 chapters or whatever on the sample, and I was like, where's the rest of this book? I'm like, what's happening here? And I'm like, I remember getting this, and then I went back and I was like, oh no, I got it on Audible. So I need to actually now listen to the rest of it because I only read the first 2 chapters.
Okay, so you're not very far in. I got it on Libby in September. I just looked. And I started reading it, but then Jeff took my Kobo to work, and so I couldn't read it, and I didn't finish it when he came home. We were busy or something. But I had already not, I don't know how many chapters I was in, not very far, but I was already not loving it. So that's also part of the reason. But I do need to re-request. If I'm going to read it, I have to re-request it on Libby because I don't want to buy it.
So that's the second book. Did you read the first one?
Yes, and I liked the first one quite a bit. Did you read the first one?
I haven't.
Okay.
So I read the synopsis of the first one, and then I read her little disclaimer that says that it's like the spiciest book she's ever written or something.
Yeah. Have you read The Deep End?
No.
Okay. Well, I can't remember if The Deep End came out before or after the first one of this series, but they're both quite spicy compared to her other books. The first one in the book, there is a lot of both main characters have quite a bit of trauma that bleeds into their ability to be in a relationship and what that looks like. It was a very interesting read. I did really like it, but it's a very interesting romance. Yeah, and same with the Deep End was also same, lots of trauma that bled into what that looked like for them to have a relationship. But I liked those 2 books of hers. I do like her books. I don't know that I would say she's my favorite author, but I do like her books.
And I was trying to think this morning, what else have I read? Because I know I have read some other things, but I couldn't think of any of them.
The Love Hypothesis and that, right? Checkmate, those ones?
No, but I just mean in general recently.
Oh, okay.
Other books that I've read recently.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
Because I have read other books recently, but I'm I don't remember anything.
Yeah.
So I couldn't even put them on the list because I don't remember what I've read recently.
I've been using the Book Mowry app, as you know, for about a year now. Ooh, funny story about that too. So yeah, I used to not track my books, and then I think we talked about this. I had downloaded a book, And I'm like, oh, I already read this. And then recently I bought a book from Chapters, which I'm kind of peeved about because I used a gift certificate for it and it was like $28. And then when I got home and I started reading it, I realized that I had read that book a long time ago. So I'm tracking my books more now. But here's my funny story. I didn't realize I'm not techie, you guys, and I'm only using the Book Mowry app because I like seeing what I've read, and I've been putting I don't have time to write like if I liked it or not, so I've just been putting stars, and it's actually been really helpful because there's been a couple times where I've seen an author recommended, and then I just go in and I search it on my read books, and if I've got a couple books and they're 2 stars, I don't even bother anymore, for the most part. But anyways, so I didn't realize this, but I pushed a button on the app, and all of a sudden this like chart came up with my reading life. Like I didn't know it was a thing. And so it was like by month and like whatever. And so in March it was like that I had read 78 books or something, 78 books. And I was like, how did I read 78 books? Like there's not even, maybe it wasn't 78, but it was like more than a book a day. So it was like more than 30 books. And I was like, there's no way that I read that many books. Like I think 78 is a large number, maybe 48. But I was like, there's no way that I read that many books. Like something's wrong with this tracking. And I'm like, I don't get it and whatever. And then I went through a couple more months and there was like whatever, these things. And then I started thinking about it. And I went back and I looked and you could see the authors or like the books that I had read. And there was like 15 to 20 books of one author. And then I remembered that I got the Book Mowry app, I want to say in January or February of this past year. And so I started putting in all the books of a series that I had read so that I could track that I'd read the whole series. But you have to push all the buttons on the calendar to make it to go back in the past. It's too much work. So I just let it be whatever day I was putting it in. So it was like March 1st. So I put in like 12 books of a series or of the author. So sure enough, this whole hockey series that has like 12 books in it by T and Hunter, and there's 2 series with like multiple books, which I read like the year before, some of them, whatever, they're all in there. So it's like 30 books that I actually didn't read in March. So, because I was even like, I am a pretty fast reader, but this is malarkey. Like there's no way. So then I was just curious and I started looking at different months, and sure enough, on the months where it was like, you read this many books, I was like, that's too big of a number. There would be like series. Megan Quinn, I decided to put all of hers in because I am starting to realize that with my old age and all the books that I don't remember what I've read. And it has come in handy because there's been like a couple authors where I'm like, this person's recommended so much. And then I look and I'm like, oh, no, I'm not reading her. But yeah. So my books, this isn't on my list, but I'm going to talk about it anyway. Have you read any Jimenez? Oh, what is her first name? Abby Jimenez?
I have not read any of her books, actually. I've started. Yeah. I've started them and then I don't, and then I move on to something else.
Yeah, and, okay. Yeah. Well, I like her books. Like, I've read a few of them. I've read most of them. Sorry, my throat is dry, but I had 2 that I had bought actual books. And they were from 2 separate series, but the 2 series kind of overlap in that they're like, cousins or whatever. Mm-hmm. But anyways, the last one I just read it recently. It's called Life is Too Short, and it's the 3rd in a series. And I'd read the other 2 quite a long time ago. The first one's Friend Zone, and the second one is the no, maybe that's the other series. I could be wrong. That might not be right. But anyways, point of my story is I liked this book, and it was quite fun to read. It deals with a heavy subject. The main female character thinks that she has like a genetic disorder in her family, and her mom, her sister, and her aunt all died before the age of 30 because of the genetic disorder. Her mom died in a car accident, but she had already showed signs of the genetic disorder and was going to die at some point. And so anyway, so she's got this hanging over her head, and her younger half-sister has a baby and is unable to care for her because of an addiction. And so she ends up taking care of this baby and meeting her next door neighbor because the baby's crying and whatever. And it's really good. But when I was finished it, I had a really hard time putting a star label on it because like how much did I enjoy it? Because I felt like there was a lot of heavy topics, drug addiction, this genetic disorder, her dad was a hoarder, like all these things. Her brother was struggling with like being a contributing member of society. And in the last like 2 chapters of the book, I want to say like the very end, all of these things just like fix themselves. And I just don't feel like that, like a hoarder does not just fix himself. Mm-hmm. He like, they got him help and whatever. And I get that. But like, he was like, Papa wants his granddaughter at his house to have sleepover. And then boom, his house is cleaned. Like he gets rid of all of his garbage. It just felt so unrealistic to me that I just didn't love it. I didn't love that part of it. And then there was also, I'm totally ruining this book, so if you want to read it, stop. There's a part towards the end of the book where the main female character, who's been taking care of this baby for weeks because nobody else in her family is capable of doing it. The baby is with her father and his caretaker because he needs a caretaker because he has a hoarding problem. To the point where like things have fallen on him in his house and stuff like that. So the baby's with him, and her and the romantic interest, they have an issue, and she thinks that she's dying. She thinks that she has this genetic disorder and that it's manifesting and that she's gonna be dead soon. So she books a plane ticket and disappears without the baby. And it bothered me. I was like, okay, so you dropped everything in your life 8 weeks ago to come be basically the mother to this baby because your sister has an addiction and cannot care for her baby. And then you just like, things are rough. I'm going to leave this baby behind. It's fine. Dad's got somebody helping him with his hoarding. It'll be fine now. It didn't. So she doesn't say goodbye to the baby, nothing. And I'm just like,
weird.
I don't know. So I was like, it bothered me. So I was like, I loved the humor in the story and the banter between the main characters. And like, I would have given it a 4 stars for sure. But then I'm like, this just does not feel right to me. So yeah, I don't know. And it's funny because the book that I'm pretty sure is in this series, and it's called the Happily Ever After playlist or something like that. There's also a trope in it that just is so unbelievable with the type of, like, if it was a mafia romance or something, I'd be like, okay, I get it. But like this one, it's just so unbelievable that I'm like, I don't know. So I guess I'm a little bit disenchanted with her books. Yeah, which is unfortunate because she does write amazing people. Like her characters are amazing. But yeah, so I have it in but you should read the other ones. And I don't own them. I was going to give you the paperback, but like you should also read the other things. Yeah, but that's that.
One day I will.
Yeah.
I don't know that I have anything else.
All right. I feel like we've nattered on long enough.
For an hour and a half.
Yes.
Well,
Christmas plans before you go? Do you have any?
Well, mine are all up in the air.
Right. I don't know why I asked you that. I knew this. Wow. Way to put Debbie on the spot there.
Like,
Yes.
Are you done your Christmas shopping?
No.
No.
I thought I was. So I wrapped presents yesterday or the day before, and I wrapped my niece and nephew's gifts. My husband's niece and nephew. And we don't really do gifts to like everybody else, but we do buy his mom a gift, and usually it's a gift card. So I wrapped Broken Blake's gifts, and then I was doing a mental tally of like, is there anything hidden that I need to wrap? And then I realized I hadn't wrapped anything for my mother-in-law. And so I texted my husband, and he's away until he flies home late Christmas Eve. So he'll get home at like 10 o'clock on Christmas Eve. So he's unable to buy anything. I was like, did you buy your mom a gift card? Because we had talked about it. And immediately the text back was like, son bitch. I was like, yeah, okay. So I do need to do that tomorrow. I need to do that. And then I need one other gift card for somebody. And that's it. So I am done. I do have to say though, I didn't do a great job of buying gifts for my husband this year. I usually do quite well. And normally I get him an experience. Or something like we go to the spa or something like that, or I get him an Airbnb and we go away and like that. But as you know, we had booked a trip to Mexico for the end of November, beginning of December, and then due to a health issue, my mother-in-law had to cancel staying with my kids. My kids are older, but they still need someone to stay with them, and so we had to cancel our trip. And that I kind of was like, well, that's gonna be our Christmas present to each other. But then we just rebooked it. So I've gotten him a few little things, but nothing spectacular. And normally I wouldn't feel anything about that. Like it's fine. And I plan on like getting us an excursion or something for Mexico. And I also, he's not gonna watch this, so it's fine. I just bought private transfers so that we can get private transfer from our resort to the airport, which we've done before, and it's amazing and it's totally worth the money. So I just did that, and I'm going to let him know that I did that as like part of his gift. But he is very, very, very excited about my gifts that he bought me this year. So that is why I'm feeling a little guilty.
Well, now I want to know what he got you, because he asked me what to get you.
Oh, interesting.
I was like, I don't really know.
Oh, he's very excited, like super de-duper excited. And there's 4 gifts underneath the tree for me. So he's very excited, and that has me a little bit on edge. I'm like, oh, good. Here's your handmade soap and lip balm. Which sounds like terrible gifts for a man, but my husband loves handmade soap. And when I'm out and about, I always try to find like, because we like the natural ones, so sometimes they're scented or whatever. And so yeah, I found some bars, and actually they haven't arrived yet. So I ordered them from a Canadian company that I've been meaning to try out, and I ordered a couple other things as well. But I ordered them like over almost 2 weeks ago, but I missed the small print on their shipping that because they live in the forest. They only ship once a week.
Oh.
So I didn't get a tracking, and I was like, well, hopefully it's tomorrow. But it wasn't. So it has been picked up, and like I'm watching the tracking. But it is nowhere near me right now. So we'll see. It says 3 business days, but I'm like, so like at Christmas time, does Saturdays and Sundays count as business days? Do they travel? Because if not, it's not coming in time. But we'll see.
Who knows? Maybe it'll show up on Tuesday.
So I have a couple of small things for him, but nothing exciting. I want to ask you something. I've been seeing something lately, a lot of posts lately about Christmas and stockings. And so basically the posts that I've been seeing is like either businesses that are like, hey, if you stock your own stocking, speaking to mothers and wives, we have some gifts that you could buy to stock your own stuffing or stuff your own stocking. And then I saw a thing that somebody had shared about like mothers and how as an adult, this person had realized that their mom's stocking was either like nothing in it or next to nothing in it because she had like put her own stuff in and thought about herself last and whatever and all this. And so my question to you is, do you stuff your own stocking? Or have you?
Not fully. Like there have been times where I'm like out with my kids when they were little and they'd be like, I'm gonna get you this thing, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm with you. I'm like, whatever. So they do. But that's actually really funny because I was in bed last week watching a movie in bed, and it was I can't remember what it's called. Who is the actress even? I'm trying to think. I can't remember, but it's a Christmas movie, and the mom in it is like doing all the things, and her kids are adult children, and in it she's just like,
did she leave?
Yes.
Yeah, I saw the preview for this.
Who's the actress? It's somebody.
Yeah, it's like, not Meryl Streep. It's
who the heck is
No, I know. I saw the preview for this. Yeah, she like leaves.
She decides she's gonna leave because she planned all this stuff for her family and does all the cooking and the baking and the presents and the things, right, to make it all perfect. And she bought them all tickets to go to this Christmas Eve show.
And they didn't come.
And they all left without her while she was like getting ready or something. And she comes out and they're all gone. And so she's like...
It's like reverse Home Alone.
Yeah, so she's pissed off and she's like, well, they don't even care, so I'm just going to leave. So she like took her bags and left. And her wish was to be nominated for her favorite TV show, to be nominated as like Christmas Mom of the Year or something. And she kept sending her adult children messages. And her husband's like, well, did you nominate yourself? She's like, no, I'm not going to nominate myself. I want my kids to do it and take the hint.
Yes.
But they never do. So she was pissed off and drove all the way to the filming of the show and like put herself on the show and shared her story about how she does all this stuff and has to fill her own stocking or whatever. But I'm in bed and I'm watching this, and Chris comes to bed and he's like watching the end of this. And when she gets on the talk show, the host is like, moms do all these things and fill their own stockings and blah, blah, blah. And I'm getting a notification on my phone.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yes, thank you. My phone is being weird. Sorry. Yeah, so Chris, at the end of the movie, Chris is like, basically like, I'm sorry if we ever do this to you or whatever. Like, so I think like he's very conscientious now.
Yeah.
Of that.
Yeah, I don't, like when I asked you that and you said kind of, when my kids were little, they now know that Santa isn't real. But they still like, Everett is still like pretends. Mm-hmm. He's here, saying that. But when they were little, I would buy like 4 of the same chocolates or whatever, so that it was going into the stocking that would be identical. Mm-hmm. And there was like a few things, like everybody got a candy cane, everybody got a Christmas orange, everybody got a identical chocolate, whatever that was. I'm also that lame mom that gives them toothpaste and toothbrushes every year. So that goes. So I also would buy Jeff and I the same things. So in that sense, I would buy those things.
Yes.
But I always, like Jeff also always put something in my stocking that I didn't know about. Mm-hmm. When we were younger, they were smaller things, and like we were financially like. It was like, maybe scratch tickets or whatever. But as we've gotten older, like sometimes my stocking is like, it's like, whoa, like amazing gifts and thoughtful gifts, like not necessarily pricey ones, just very thoughtful things. Same with my gifts under the tree. So it's not something that I don't think I've like ever really experienced it in the same way that other people obviously have, because they're sharing about these experiences. And like, I don't think I would ever feel like I need to go buy myself a present and wrap it and put it underneath the tree. Like that's not something I've ever felt like I need to do. So I actually sent Jeff a text message yesterday, I think it was yesterday, after seeing another post about this. Mm-hmm. And I was like, thanks for always like putting stuff in my stocking and making sure there's gifts under the tree. Because I'm like, I'm seeing all these posts and like people talking about it and like saying like how their moms didn't have gifts, or they don't have gifts unless they buy one or whatever. And he was like, wow, really? And I was like, I guess so. Like, that's not been my norm. Yeah. But yeah, like that's, I guess with my mom, like I'm trying to think back to my Christmases growing up, and I definitely think there was times where my mom maybe didn't have a gift. I'm going to put a caveat on that. My dad worked away and would often only get 24 to 48 hours off at Christmas. And so he would like drive 8 hours home, and then like spend Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and then drive 8 hours back to work on Boxing Day, and then be gone until the end of March. So not that I'm giving him like a get off not buying a gift free card, but like I don't think there was a lot of time for him to buy a gift. And he worked, like he was a trucker, so he worked long hours and weird hours, and in a very remote location without access to. Yeah. And there wasn't Amazon back then, guys.
No.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. And there was definitely people that could have helped out, I'm sure. But anyways, I was curious. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I haven't recently experienced this or anything.
No. I know that, like, my husband, he hates, like, getting something that I know that I'm getting. Like last year he bought me a bike, and I knew about it obviously. And he's like, I wanted to buy you a bike, but he's like, I also hated buying you the bike because you had to be with me to pick out the bike and to make sure I got the right size and all that. So that was my big gift last year. And he like he was like, I hated having like, and then he's like, and then we didn't even put it under the tree. And I'm like, you don't even have like this gift. Like it's not a big deal. Like that didn't bother me, but it bothered him. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Interesting. Now I'm really curious as to what he got me.
Yeah, I'm curious too. I don't know because I wasn't very helpful.
Because you weren't very helpful.
No, I want to know what he came up with because I was like, well, when I'm spending some time with her, I'll see if she mentions anything.
Well, and this year I was very unhelpful, like because I just couldn't think of anything that I wanted or needed.
Yeah.
That was significant.
You just get things yourself that you.
Yeah.
And I'm very easy to please. Like I keep saying this to Chris and my kids. I'm like, I like tea. And I like knitting and I like reading and I like hand lotion and I'm like it's like the most unfun
and I don't
creative
need
things.
Anything like I don't need yarn. Like I will take a gift certificate to a yarn store. Like do not get me wrong, but I don't really need anything. So
really
okay awesome. This was fun. Merry Christmas. And we will see you in the new year.
When we see you.
We will see you when we see you.
At some point.
At some point.
Bye.
All right, bye. Should we do the post thing?
Well, okay.